This is Shalimar from the Great Millstone Atlanta Camp. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rahakwadash. Double honor to my elders and apostles of the Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace, love, and safety to the hopeful elect that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, who are today mainly you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and also the Israelite foreigners that look like the other nations, but your bloodline does go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which make you one of the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, to you all, I say shalom. And I just want to go over how this is a spiritual breakdown that we're putting out in the world as far as tearing down these nations. We're tearing these nations down spiritually by coming back to our true power. All right. So I want to start out with this Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 12. It says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." And how are we doing it? Prophesying. People are actually watching these videos. A lot of people are watching these videos. All right, so Esau is going to eventually have to stop this truth from coming out because it's tearing them down. All right, even when we send up prayers, asking the Lord to bless us with salvation and, bless us with the kingdom, by us having that kingdom mindset is also tearing this place down. So spiritually, Esau is losing. And you can physically see him losing. All right. But everything's going to change when Yahweh Shah comes. Everything's going to change when Yahweh Shah comes. All right. You're going to have men healing the sick. You're going to have men providing shelter, food. The scriptures goes into these things. And you're going to have men that's going to be warriors. Scriptures say we're fishers of men and we shall fish them. And after that, we're going to be hunters and we shall hunt them. All right. Not only is it going to be some of our own people going to get hunted. All right. 2/3 of our own people is going to perish on this side and not make it into the kingdom and not receive salvation. So, yeah, right now it's it's a spiritual tear down of this current kingdom. But soon it's going to turn physical. Not saying we're going to go out with guns and start shooting up everybody. That's not us. That's not what's going to happen. Because people that you think may not be a part of this thing will be a part of this thing. You're going to see people that look like the so-called white man that are Israelites. Some of those people may have spiritual powers. You're going to see people that are like the so-called Chinese man with spiritual powers. Like these heathens are going to be confused. You're going to see people that look like Israelites, that look like, so-called Negroes. They may actually be Hamites. They may actually be Africans. That would make them a heathen. But yeah, it's going to happen because it's written. Like right now, we see everything's crashing, but soon it's going to take a turn for the worse. All right, so let me go now to, let's go to Revelations 18. There's actually a lot of scriptures on this topic, but I'm just going to pull a few just to prove the point. Revelations 18 and verse 6, it says, "Reward her even as she rewarded you." And that she is talking about Babylon the Great, which is America. Look, think of all the things that has happened in America that has been done to our people, the Israelites. The Native Americans, which is the tribe of Gad and Reuben, were almost completely wiped out. The northern tribes down in South America and also on the islands, they were conquered and had their different language and all of these things forced on them by the hand of the sword by Esau. So we speak all Edomite languages: Spanish, French, English, Portuguese. And that was because Esau came in settling and just wanted to turn us into him, to keep us away from our power, keep us away from who we truly are. That's how you know this guy is the devil. And Esau Edom is the so-called white man, if you don't know. All right, so it says, as a matter of fact, let me go up a little bit just to prove the point. It says, verse 2, and he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and it's become the habitations of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. So this America, what it has done to our people, the scriptures say, repay her double. And I'm going to read it again. Revelations 18:6. Reward her even as she rewarded you. Double unto her according to her works. In the cup which she had filled, fill to her double. All right. So just think of everything that has happened to Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans throughout history. Double of that is going to happen to the enemy. And like I said, it's not going to be a physical fight with guns. This is going to be something different. It's going to be something way different. Something far beyond what you've ever seen. The scriptures say, I think it says, one shall chase 100, and 10 shall put 1,000 to flight, or something like that. Roughly paraphrasing. That's going to happen. You may have 10 men. You'll have a whole crew, a whole slew of people running, afraid, fainting, scared to death because of what they're going to see when the Lord returns. Let's go to Colossians chapter 3. And I believe it's verse 2. Slakia. Verse 4. It says, when Hamashiach, who is our life, shall appear, then shall ye also appear with him in glory. So yeah, when Yahweh shall return, that's it. It's a wrap for these other nations. They're done. Already their government collapsing. The people are turning on their own people are turning on their government. Their money is going to disappear. Everybody's going to be at war. World War III, missiles being shot off, and then at the end, you're going to receive that salvation. Hamashiach Yahweh Shai is going to return. Certain men are going to get spiritual powers, and it's going to continue. It's going to physically tear these people down. All right, especially in the kingdom. They're gonna finally be right in their rightful order in the kingdom. So let's continue. Let's go to Luke chapter 10 and verse 19. Luke 10 and 19. It says, behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. That's going to be spiritual power. Think about all the weapons that these other nations have. They got missiles that can destroy millions and billions of people. One missile. Well, I don't know about billions, but they got one missile that can destroy millions of people easily. And it's millions of those missiles. You gotta have some type of power for the Lord. The Lord gotta have something special as far as power that he's gonna put on these men, the 144,000, to be able to escape all of that, and not only that, but save other people from it. Just think of everything, every superhero movie, every video game. It's gonna be way, way crazier, way. I can't even say worse, better, in a worse way than anything you have ever seen. All right. Let me see. Let's go to. You know what? I'm gonna end it off. I'm gonna end it off on this one. Wait. I'm slacking. I forgot something. Jeremiah, one of the main scriptures, Jeremiah 51, and I think it's around verse 20. Yep. Jeremiah 51:20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. Who is that thee? That's talking about Israel. Let's go up of scripture. Verse 19. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord Yahweh of hosts is his name. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. So the Lord is going to use Israelites to destroy whole kingdoms. And it's not going to be any mercy given. As a matter of fact, let's go down to verse 22. It says, with thee also will I break in pieces man and woman. The women are going to get it too. Listen to this. With thee will I break in pieces the old and young. Little baby's going to get it too. And with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid. Just because you're a 5-year-old heathen don't mean that you're not going to get a piece of this action. Everybody's going to get it. Because you know what? That 5-year-old heathen baby was a previous demon in that previous life, because our people are reincarnated. So they got to pay for what they did then. The Lord is not, when the Lord put judgment out, it's no joke. And it's a righteous judgment. All right, let's go. I'm going to end it off on this one. And this is going to be Ezekiel chapter 25. And I believe it's verse 14. Yep. Ezekiel 25:14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom. Edom is the so-called white man, by the hand of my people Israel. And they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury. And they shall know my vengeance, said the Lord Yahweh. So it ain't got nothing to do with how you feel. It's how the Lord feel. If you part of the 144,000 and the Lord turns you into a hunter, turns you into his battle axe, weapon of war, he's going to have you do and eat according to how he feels. All right. That's why I read the other verse, the young men and the old and the young men and women. It's not going to be any mercy given. It wasn't mercy given on all people. Babies getting raped, fed to alligators, men getting raped, men getting their body parts cut off, beaten in front of their family, beaten to death. Just it's a lot of things that this devil has done that he has to pay for. And it's going to happen, and it's going to happen soon. All right, we already see the kingdom falling, And next up is Jake, Israel, to rule the earth. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rachakwadash. Double honor to my elders and apostles, a great millstone that taught us his truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect.